There we go. So, hello everybody, I'm the Ace of Games here, and I'm trying to climb up this. It's not working. So, this is going to be a short little Let's Game special, because I feel like spending Veterans Day doing this with probably one of the only, like, qualified veteran people in a video game. Ezio motherfucking Auditore de Frenze. So I'm gonna be doing just a short little dick around Let's Game in this game, but I also want to talk about something, and I hit the wrong button. I wanted to use medicine. Medicine. Where the fuck's medicine? There it is. There. So what I wanted to talk about was how a game can suck you in. Well, not even that. Just like how serene a game can truly... Not that either. Fucking, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Meaningful. That's the word I'm looking for. So, yesterday I finished playing Dark Souls. That was probably one of the most surreal moments in gaming I've ever experienced. Because that game was a true struggle to get through. And the ending is so surreal and so just... It doesn't have to be epic. Let's face it, an enemy that's the same size as you, that you can easily defeat just by parrying the crap out of him, which I should have tried at first, but I didn't, like a dumbass. The game doesn't have that epic of a boss. The boss is just a simple dude with a sword. The fuck? But the boss is epic in a different way, is that there's such a lead up to him, and it's so anticipated by the player that it just becomes epic on its own without having to be epic. If that makes any sense. It's like this. You spend the entire game at the beginning of the game, you hear about how powerful Gwen is, and how he killed everlasting dragons, which are supposed to be immortal. Apparently aren't, because you kill dragons too. I don't fucking know. You kill Seath and you kill the gaping dragon. But ultimately, you know that you're gonna have to fight Gwen. The moment that you hear that it's your destiny to succeed Gwen, you're like, okay, so I gotta fight Gwen, this really powerful dude who's done so many great things. And you hear about him in Anor Londo. You hear about how powerful he is. You've experienced that his knights are powerful, so he must be a lot more powerful. Fuck, I almost fell off there. So, you hear about that. You spend a good chunk of the game learning about him. You learn that... I don't know. You learn that Knight Artorias was one of his knights. His knights consisting of Ornstein, the Knight Artorias. I forget else. I know that Goth is one of them. So, you spend the game and you learn that his knights are powerful. Black Knights are a bitch through the whole game. And in the final stretch, it's so surreal and epic. You have to fight out 4 Black Knights, which are the easiest Black Knights to fight off. Mainly because you've just become so powerful. And the game does a really good job at making you feel powerful. Because at the beginning of the game, if you're like me or most other players, you get your ass handed to you by that Black Knight in the Undead Burg. And then you're here just cutting them down like nothing else. It's like a really good... I'm just dicking around, by the way. I have no purpose in what I'm doing. It really just makes you feel like you've gotten powerful. And I also want to bring up another point at the end of this, but, so, then you get to Gwen, And the music isn't like super epic. It's not like Requiem or a Dream or anything. It's just that simple piano song that is so, again, it's surreal. Who's throwing bombs at me? Stop throwing bombs at me, you douche. That's it. Fuck you, bitch. Come at me, bro. Come at me. He's not attacking. There we go. So, you fight Gwen, then you kill Gwen, then you're given the choice to be a Lord of Darkness or sacrifice yourself to let the fires continue. Now here, it's so surreal how the game ends, because the whole game is a struggle. You struggle through every part of it, even the last boss, despite him being laughably easy if you're good at parrying. But still, it's a struggle to get there. It's a struggle to just do it. The whole game is a struggle. So once you beat the game and those end credits start rolling, you just feel so rewarded. There's no reward. Well, New Game Plus is a good reward if you ask me. But yeah, I don't bribe heralds. I kill them. So at the end of the game, you're all like, well, shit, that was an experience. Little Big Planet did this too, but in a very different way. As Dark Souls was a struggle, Little Big Planet was just, it was a fun experience, and at the end, you're like, it's over, even though it's not. I mean, there's a whole shitload of online things. But during the credits, it just feels so, again, epic. And epic coming from Little Big Planet. So, in that regard, games can surpass movies and books and everything in the way that it makes the player feel so accomplished. Especially well-made games like Dark Souls or Little Big Planet 2. Well, Little Big Planet 1 was well-made, but you get my point. Don't know why I can't run up this. So, another point I want to bring up is that, completely unrelated to what I was just talking about, is how, the Dark Souls, if you choose to be fuel for the fire, you need to realize Gwen was worthy for fuel for the fire because he was a god. That basically saying that at the end of Dark Souls, the player is a god. And that, again, just, I've never heard anybody else point that out. So I want to hear other people point it out. So, yeah. I wanted to talk about that and fuck around in Assassin's Creed for a while. This is how I celebrate Veterans Day. Ezio is a true veteran. He is probably the oldest character in Assassin's Creed so far, and probably remaining, since I don't think Connor's gonna get another game. Altair only had 2 games to him, which one of them was a mobile. Well, 3 technically. But, yeah. So, yeah. Ezio probably has the most Assassin's Creed games. He's the oldest character. And is overall just a total badass in everything he does. So, yeah. I just wanted to make this quick little video here. I don't have an outro yet, so you know what? I'll just fucking say this. Have a nice day, and fare thee well.